Well, my name is Brooke Young. I actually went to Howard University and I'm a single mother of three beautiful children. I have a 20-year-old who's in college and 13-year-old rambunctious twins. Professionally, I am a licensed esthetician and I happen to own Vegan Lux Aesthetics, which is the only plant-based spa experience in the city of Houston. So at Vegan Lux Aesthetics, I provide advanced services for facials as well as my product line, which I sell there in retail, which is of the same name, Vegan Lux Aesthetics Skincare. It's a 3-year-old company. It's doing very well. I came to WHAM actually seeking rental assistance only. And I thought, well, perhaps they can help me with just my rent, right? But when I came to WHAM, I was broken, I was heartbroken, I felt defeated. I had no food at all, I had no clothes, I had nothing, I had no medical insurance, I didn't have anything. And aside from assisting me with rental assistance, WHAM was able to do what they do best, which is their wraparound services. So I was able to receive help to pay my rent. I was able to receive utility assistance, food pantry assistance. So I was able to bring food home to my family, which is a big deal. And the story I like to tell or share the most is the eyeglasses that I received. One day I was assisted with food pantry help, and that same day someone said, hey, we have a grant. A gentleman gave us money to help with eyeglasses. So when I went to go for my appointment to receive my eyeglasses and I walked home with a new pair of glasses, I got really choked up because I could see the concrete on the floor, on the ground properly. Like the everything was just clear for me. And what was also clear was that I found a place that could assist me beyond what I thought I needed assistance with. It was more of the love and attention to family so that we can thrive as opposed to just awarding us, money in a moment. It goes beyond that. So that's how I, came to find WHAM, and that's how my story begins with the WHAM services. I know that WHAM is different from other services because when I reached out to other services originally, again, just needing rental assistance, the tone was more or less like I was a nuisance, that I was just a number in a list of thousands of people in Houston who needed help. And it came off like I was just a bother. The time wasn't given to me. It was more of a grilling of why are you in this situation, and more of my background and kind of like shaming in a way, where WHAM is more realistic and they understand that everyone has a different story. You can be, a college grad, you can have a full-time job and still need assistance for, food, medical, like housing, all the things, right? So other organizations that I came across around the city, unfortunately, not only do they lack the resources, they lack the care. And I think where WHAM gets it right is that they allocate the resources where they need to go, and they also are vehemently, engaged with what families need beyond that first visit. I enjoy how some of the people here will call to check up on you, email, and just kind of stay on top of your progress. It's not a here, take this resource and bye, see you later. It's more of a let's see how you progress and let's see how you thrive with the resources that we've given you this time. Truth be told, because I received so many no's or red tape or loopholes to jump through from other organizations, I honestly don't know what would have happened. When I came to WHAM, we virtually had no food. We, were behind on our rent about 2 months, and we would have been evicted. We literally would have been homeless. And, experiencing homelessness is very scary. When you're a single mom and your back is against the wall and you're trying to just make a way for your family and keep a roof over their head, it's quite challenging. So I know for sure we would have gone hungry for a time, and we definitely would have not had a place to live. I did actually consider going to a shelter, and unfortunately, the state of homelessness in the Houston area is so challenging to where most shelters are not even available or have the space to take on an entire family. Maybe a men's shelter or a women's shelter, but a whole family the resources are not really there. I would say to the donors that have been giving, keep giving and give more. Also, I would encourage them to speak to people within their communities and in their ecosystem so that they can dig deep and give more to a worthy cause. But the real thing I would ask donors, be it past donors or potential donors, I would ask them to consider themselves lucky to be in the place that they're in now and able to reach back and help, and how much of an impact that even a small donation would take, a family so far. So I would definitely ask donors to consider how they would affect lives that they've never met, to put their dollars in places investing in the growth of families as opposed to, other organizations and things that are out there that they could invest in. I think investing in lives and the future of, the world through our children and helping them thrive, I think is a monumental effort. It doesn't take much to help. You don't have to be a millionaire to dig deep. In fact, myself, I've given back to WHAM in small ways and participated in ways that I have been able to do so because I wanted to pay it forward and thank WHAM for all that they've done for me. Also, I know how a small donation could help a family who can't eat that evening, or whose lights are going to get shut off, or maybe they don't know how they're going to pay their rent, or they're behind. All of these things were situations that I was in, and me, myself, I was still able to say, hey, you know what? I might not be a millionaire, but I'm able to give in some small way. Donate food to the food pantry, donate, canned goods or things like that. Donate clothes to the, organization that you have here that are giving clothes and being able to sell clothes to the community. So there are many ways that you can help that doesn't necessarily look like writing a huge check, but in small ways, even donating your time and becoming a volunteer perhaps. So there are definitely ways where as a community, we can all work together to help the efforts of WHAM.